Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to your weekly tarot reads with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. So for those of you that are long time subbies, that are my ride or dies, my Radiant Nation, you know I used to do these. I did these for a very long time and then stopped to have a break and a hiatus, and many people were very upset by that fact. You know, if anything, it was very endearing for me to know that I was so missed and that I helped so many of you get your housework done. Not sure how I feel about that, but you know, anyway, so this is just a little reintroduction. So if you are, that's for those of you that already know who I am. For those of you that are new subbies, for those of you that are new to the channel, I am Raphael. I am a tarot reader who uses astrology, numerology, and energy work. That is kind of like my whole sort of mix of tricks, tips, tools of my trade, let's say. You know, I like to think that I've developed a pretty natural and unique style of the way that I do things. So I will, for the time being anyway, be offering you weekly readings again, along with a whole bunch of other amazing goodies that I have to come. For those of you that are already a part of the Radiant Nation, you know I love you for it. Thank you for your time and your patience, and thank you for allowing me to take a break from doing something that I love but had been doing for a very long time and needed a little bit of a break from. So with that said, now that you know who I am and what I do, you can get a personal reading from me. You'll always be able to find all of that stuff in the description. With that said, stay tuned and we will get into your personal reading. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly tarot reading with me, Raphael. We are back. Thank you so much for allowing me my time. Here we are. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. If you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. Welcome back to your weeklies. These are the decks that I'll be using for you today. So before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, so your jumping card there, as you can see, is the Moon card, right? So our dear luscious Luna is your key to the week. So this basically says that a lot of things are, so the Moon card is quite nebulous, right? Only this week, what this actually tells me is there are a lot of things that will be coming to light, even just after the new moon that's taken place. This is a week where things are actually you're starting to see the things behind the curtain. You're starting to see things and potentially people exactly as they are, which means that your rose-tinted glasses are coming off this week. In all of these different sectors of your life that we're about to look into, you are getting a much clearer understanding or clearer glimpse of what's taking place. Interestingly enough, Mercury at this point is now newly direct, so there's a lot more clarity and communication as well, which is great. The other thing with the Moon card as well, it does represent the past, and so because you have this here, I'm almost inclined to say to you that whatever or whoever comes back into your world, or oh gosh, they're all jumping today, right? So the cards have spoken, and these are your first ones out. So I'll put these here. So so in terms of things or people that come back from the past, this is about being open to them, because now you're going to start to understand what was the purpose for the experience, what was the purpose for the connection. This week you're really getting to understand why certain things have taken place, and maybe in that revelation you start to actually feel a lot better moving forward, because you can see clearly, right? It's like, I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Just randomly break into song there for this. So for your first card out, for your actions and options this week, you have the Nine of Cups. Now this is beautiful because it means that everything that you're wanting to achieve over the course of this week, you absolutely can. And you're able to do this because you have clarity. Now, because you've got the Moon card is number 18, 1 and 8 gives you 9. The Nine of Cups is obviously the number 9. 2 9s represents receipts, right? So what got them receipts, right? But what this actually tells me is, now that you have the knowledge that you need, and sometimes just knowing why something happened, is enough to really put you at ease, right? This is one of the greatest questions that human beings ask, right? Why are we alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? And sometimes when we go through challenging situations, just knowing why, or at least having some kind of explanation, can really be a big help. This suggests that not only is there some kind of healing taking place because of knowledge that you have, there's some piece of the puzzle that helps you take action now in a way that is strong and powerful. Just the way you like it. For your communications and conversations, you have the Crone card. So in this deck, it's actually called the Crone. It's one of my favorite decks, this. It's the Green Witch Tarot by Anne Mora. But it's actually the Strength card. Now, interestingly enough, because it's the Crone, there's an element to this card that actually speaks about wisdom. This is about knowing something. It's about really understanding things at a deeper sort of level. Now, interestingly enough, the Crone card, or should I say, the energy of the Crone is that they're tough because they're wise, they're strong because they're wise, and they are wise and strong because they've been through it. And I've said this before, right? If you've been with me long enough, you'll have heard me say this previously. Our nans and our grandfathers, our nans and granddads and poppies and, you know, papu, yaya, whatever you call them, whatever language you have, right? My mum's side are Greek and Egyptian, so yaya was nan and papu was granddad. You know, granddad, poppy, we've all got nicknames and names of endearment that we call our grandparents. Anyway, they are the soldiers of this world. They're tough and they're wise because they've seen life. Anybody that's in the winter of their lives, anybody that's at the winter of their lives has a lot to share with you. So I will say, in terms of communication this week, allow yourself to absorb the knowledge from those that are older than you, that are wiser than you, because there may be something that they share, maybe even about the past, that brings a new light of understanding into your world. Now, if you are studying or in some form of academia, you are so close to a breakthrough, stick with it. If you are employed by somebody else, the message here is, you're having to really wait. You've got new information that's coming in. So if you're employed by somebody else, now you're starting to see the decisions that you've made, how they're shaping up, and potentially whether you actually want to continue down this path or not. This is a good thing. I promise you that, all right? Stick it out, because there's more information to come. And when you have that more information, you will be able to make a much better informed decision. Now, for those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, you're getting a really lovely boost here of information and support, because you've got this with the 9 of Cups, right? So you're getting information and support from outside perspectives, from people that can help you, potentially somebody that you haven't spoken to in a while, or maybe somebody that you've worked with previously but haven't been able to reconnect with for any number of reasons. So this is all really great stuff. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, you are going to be the disseminators of information that heals other people. So for those of you that are older, wiser, retired, you know, so basically the teenagers among the Capricorns. I don't know if you've ever heard that joke. The joke is kid says to the parent, you know, I want to go to this party. Is it okay? Parent says, are there going to be any are there going to be any parents there? You know, kid says to their parents, no, but there'll be 2 Capricorns. Parent says, fine, no problem, you can go. Right, so that's where that really poor joke came from. It's not funny if you have to explain it, but I thought it was funny. I got the reference, so there you go. All right, but for those of you that are retired, you're the one giving the information, and potentially whatever you're sharing answers a really long-held question that somebody might have. When it comes to your love and relations, you've got the 7 of Swords. Not the easiest of cards. I got to be honest though, with this 9 of Cups, this is potentially you mending a relationship. Now, this could be like a one-to-one partnership, a relationship, but it could just as easily be a familial tie. This could be between you and a sibling, you and a cousin, you and a family member. There's some kind of remedial action here happening. Yes, maybe there has been a lie or some kind of deceit. Maybe there has just been a break in communication. And this is where you reestablish that. And by doing so, you're going to realize very quickly how much you miss this person or how much you miss the bond. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is a conversation that is going to really, really hurt in the heart, but it is going to bring so much healing. This is one of those times where the only way is through, and the only way to true healing and true mending of your relationship is by having that heartfelt conversation. This is a heart to heart. And it's like all cards are being laid on the table, and you are able to really move forward with your partner in a way that makes you feel safe and secure in your relationship once more. For those of you that are single and looking to mingle and ready to be out there, I like this because it kind of suggests that what's being revealed to you if you're single is the bullshit that you've told yourself about why you can't date, why you can't be in a relationship, why you get the same type of people, all the rest of it. It's like you're getting wise to your own bullshit this week, and like that veil is dropping for real, honey. And when it does, I think it's going to really cleanse your whole relationship energy. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it, Cappy. And then finally, when it comes to your money and materials, you've got the 6 of Cups. This is effectively you coming to realize that financially you are not only very well looked after, but you are in a position to create more financial stability and abundance for yourself. There's a sense here that something from maybe your heritage. So for some of you, this could be an inheritance. For some of you, this could be like, there's a bunch of things that this could show up as. But in terms of this week's money, your money is looking great. It looks like it's really starting to get back on track. So if your money's been funny, honey, then this is a week where it's going to start to really repair itself in some way, shape or form. Because the 6 of Cups is a backward looking card, there is a sense here though that there could be even some kind of backdated payment that comes through for a lot of you. This could be, and it's very welcome. Look at that. It's like maybe you've been waiting for a payment and it's been dislodged or it's just not turned up. Maybe you've been being taxed too much, and then all of a sudden, bam, this week shows up and you start to get that back. Or your boss comes to you and says, oh, by the way, we've been underpaying you and, here's a check. Or do you know what I mean? Like there's some kind of money that's coming back to you at the moment, and maybe you didn't even realize for a select few of you, maybe for others you did. For those of you that are when it comes to your physical health and vitality, the 6 of Cups speaks to your basically your reproductive system. So if you've had any problems, challenges or issues with that, particularly the waters, so your waterworks, anything from bladder infection to, I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but if you've had any problems with your sort of reproductive system to do with your waters, and that could be any types of waters, this week it looks like you're about to see some kind of shift or change. On for when it comes to your home and environment, the 6 of Cups is a mending and a blending. In some way, shape or form, there is a lot of reconciliation in these cards for you, Capricorn, and I'm really here for it. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.